Hello, hello, hello. All the lovely people, how are you guys doing tonight? I hope you guys are well. I hope that you're having a good day so far. Hope you've had a good week so far, either. Um, Tonight, we're going to talk about a few things. I'm probably finna ruffle a whole bunch of feathers, but it's all right. Um, cause we got to get it together, y'all. Okay. Um, Before we get all heavy into what we're gonna talk about tonight, um, Quint, you got anything you want to say to the site?
Hey people, thanks for joining us. This is Coco Show tonight. I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet. Y'all know how I do. All right, back to you, Coco.
I mean, did y'all see that? I don't know why she doing me like this tonight, but okay. Um, so tonight I want to talk to you guys a little bit. Um, for those of y'all that know your Bible, I want to talk to y'all about the story of Abraham, Sarai, or Silver, as y'all might know her now, and Hagar. Um, I think the two hyped up people, most hyped up people that the Saints like to talk about in this whole entire story is Abraham or Abram, and Sarai. But they like to leave Hagar out. They like to just push her to the side. She don't deserve to be pushed to the side. Why? Because she had a real good significance in what took place. And the bad part about it is she wasn't even supposed to be a part of the significance, but she was made a part of the significance by wonderful old Sarai. All right. So I want to tune y'all attention to a few things. We're going to talk about one, how you move in doubt and your unbelief. Two, moving outside of God's timing. And three, just blatant stupidity. Okay. So that's three. Okay. And I'm gonna throw the fourth one in there. Is once he finally bless you with the promise, now you want to act like you got your mind right. But we're gonna go there. Okay. So if y'all know the story, I'm gonna paraphrase a little bit because we're gonna chomp it down and not have to go scripture
Could
for
we go a five in that?
okay, go ahead and throw the five. What's
I'm
the
sure
five?
we don't fall for anything. Sorry, I'm back to quiet.
See? See? So if y'all know the story, y'all know that the Lord spoke to Abram, told him that him and his wife were gonna have a baby. But, you know, Sarai, her wonderful self, in her old age, said, who? And like laughed in God's face. That's how I feel like she did it.
That's what
But
she did.
but the Bible ain't gonna put emphasis on it like that. But I'm gonna say that's how she reacted the same way I just did it. Right? And you know, looked at him like you believe that. That's how I feel like this husband and wife conversation went after he told her that. Abram, yeah, he believed it because he trusts God. He talked to God. God taught him, right? And so yeah, he believed it. He stood on it, right? Ten toes down, y'all like to say, right? That's y'all little term these days. He stood on it, right? But Sarai, not at all. I ain't even gonna say not so much. At that time, not at all. Right? And so this lovely person takes it upon herself to tell her husband to sleep with somebody else. Okay? Now I want y'all to catch that in modern day time. What, let me think about it before I ask y'all this question, because some of y'all, your mind ain't right. So, um, what wife you know gonna tell her husband, go sleep with her so you can get what the Lord told you were gonna get? Because obviously it ain't gonna come from right here. That's how I feel like she did that. That's how I feel like that transaction transpired. Right. And so at the end of the day, herein lies the problem. The part about Sarai that irked my nerve is when she had the audacity to go to this man and say, "You did this to me." Nope. Pump your brakes. You did this to yourself because you told your husband to go lay with Hagar. He wouldn't have done it if you wouldn't have said it. He wouldn't have done it if you wouldn't have presented it. He did it. Why? You asked him to. Two, because he felt like he was making you happy. And three, because you felt like you had to go and take it upon yourself to help the Lord fulfill his promise, even though you still did not do that. Okay? So, in all of that, follow me. If y'all know the story, it tells you that Hagar had a problem with Sarai. But I need y'all to understand why she had a problem with the woman. Her problem wasn't the fact, because the Bible never tells you that she threw it in her face that she was pregnant. That's not what it tells you. It tells you that she despised her. Here's my thought. You pretty much made your husband come lay down with me. And the time that he does, a seed was populated, formed, and made. Now I'm with child, which it wasn't supposed to be me. It was supposed to be you. You treating me like I'm crap. Why? Because of your decision. So at this current point, I despise you. She didn't despise her because of reasons that people think she did. She despised her due to the treatment she was getting. Okay? Because you think about this. You a person who, quote unquote, currently is barren. You have your man lay down with somebody else she ain't got no problem making no babies. Why? One, you gave him somebody that was younger than you, that ain't never been touched by nobody. And so when he first laid down with her, he made a baby on impact. So you can't get mad at the scenario that played out because this is what you wanted. You put the wheels in motion to get what you wanted. Did you think that he was gonna sleep with her and the woman gonna give up the baby she having so you could be happy? No, ma'am. Not once was that the deal. She was not a surrogate. So this is the thing. There you go, Keita. Come on. This is the thing. As women, I understand the complexity of what it feels like when you are a woman who wants children and cannot have them. I get it. I understand more than what you think. I get it. But you don't do so much that you take it upon yourself to try to formulate it on your own to make something happen, only for it to blow up in your face to the point that you even thought that your husband was going to mistreat her while she carrying his seed. After the baby is born, you still continue what? Your mistreatment because you don't like the family dynamic that you created. You go as far as to tell your husband, send her away. Now she being sent away. But I need y'all to catch what I'm about to say. So everybody always talked about the nation that was birthed from Isaac. Well, baby, there was a nation birthed from the baby that he had with Hagar too. So again, you can't leave her out. Even God didn't count her out. So how could you? How if God didn't count her out? What made you think you got the right to count her out? So let's backtrack. I said we was gonna talk about disobedience because Sarai was disobedient, and she walked in doubt, disbelief. Then you try to do God's job by going outside his time, which brought more damage to yourself because now you have hurt yourself and hurt your own heart. Nobody else did it. You did it to yourself. And then got the audacity to open your mouth and try to throw it all on the person that you asked to go do the deed. Then when he finally gives you your promise, you still, in this lovely mind of yours, feel like your seed was better than Hagar's. She still carried Abraham's seed too. Let's be clear. So, my point that I'm making tonight, disobedience can bring a whole lot of issues and destruction when it don't have to. Not having enough belief to believe that what the word tell you that he's a promise keeper and he ain't a liar. Again, it goes back to faith. It tells us that faith is what? The substance of everything hoped for, evidence of everything not seen. Okay? So of course, in your brain, you like, you said I'm gonna do what? The Lord told you what? Baby, do you realize how old we are? And you think a baby finna come from where? I know that's how her reaction was. I know that's what it was. But at the end of the day, if your husband had enough crazy faith to believe it, and he your head, why come your faith level didn't match his? Right? A lot of times that's how we are though. You got somebody that got more faith than you, so you riding off they faith because you ain't got none, right? And it tell you that you gotta have the faith the size of what? A mustard seed. For those of y'all that don't know, mustard seeds are real small. Okay, honey, it's smaller than a pinch. Okay, I mean it's so small. Sometimes when you put it in your hand, you might need a magnifying glass to see it. It's real small. So I'm telling y'all, do you catch what I'm trying to say to you right now? That prayer that people be saying, Lord help my unbelief. A whole lot of us need to say that because I don't want to be in Sarai's position. Okay, her name won't change until right before she got ready to hit the promise. So I don't want to be in her position. It's very important to me. I pray about it all the time. That Lord, I don't want to move outside of your timing. When you go to make moves and you move outside of what he got planned and what he has willed, baby, if you ain't never been there, you don't want to know what that feel like. It's a feeling like no other. It's like you walking around in the spiritual realm with the Lord on eggshells because you don't know what he about to do, what he finna say, the consequences that you about to have to deal with. Because again, when you move outside of his timing, that is disobedience. The Bible tells us what? That disobedience is close to what?
Witchcraft.
I think we forget that part. But I digress. Let's continue. Now that we got both seeds in play, no seed is better than the other because the Lord told him that he would birth many nations, but it would start with his seed. So if both of them was his seed, they both started nations. At the end of the day, there was nobody better than the other. The only thing is people don't like to talk about, and they still criticize to this day, the nations that Hagar son started. But he still started a nation. Now, did the Lord say that when the nation started and was created, did he all say that they was all gonna follow him? That ain't what he said. But he said, I'm gonna give you nations and it's gonna come from your seed. That's what he said. Right? And so it goes back to it's just like Esau and the brother about the birthright. Now these two about bad. These two about bad as Cain and Abel, Jesus. I mean, I'm not gonna talk you out of what the Lord said was for you, but baby, I don't know what that birthright entail. that ain't my that ain't my ain't for me. That ain't my assignment. If you get what I'm trying to say. When you do that and you try to step up and take what don't belong to you, Esau became a thief two different types of ways, y'all. He was a thief naturally. One, because he manipulated the situation like no other. Two, he was also a thief in the spiritual realm. Okay? Because I need y'all to go back and read that story so you can see what came with that birthright.
Can I?
Go. Do you? Go ahead.
Okay, listen. This is my issue, and this is why I said if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Abram did just as Adam did. The assignment or the request or the miracle and blessing that was mentioned to the head of the house, which was the male. And they allowed the woman to walk in disobedience. With Adam, poor Adam, he was with her when the serpent gave her the fruit. Okay. And she turned around and gave it to him. She didn't have to go get him. He was with her, standing beside her, and he allowed it. He could have knocked it out of her hand. He could have told her no. But he allowed it, which told me that she had a purpose. Okay. Now let's move to Sarai. Sarai and her lovely, beautiful self had no faith. Like Coco said, I could hear her saying, like I be saying, ain't nothing else coming up out of me. So let me tell you something. You better go figure it out because it's not happening on today. I could hear her. It's not gonna happen. Ain't nothing up in there that could carry anything. It's done. All right. So you believe what you want. I could see her moving her head and all that good stuff.
All the attitude included. Listen,
what you want because it's not happening in this lifetime. Maybe in the afterlife, but this lifetime ain't gonna take place. Okay. Listen. So look, there's this young girl that she's one of my servants. She gonna do what I tell her to do anyway. So why don't you go over there to her and figure it out? He could have said no. Because let me tell you something. The Lord told this to me. He could have been like Job, foolish woman. Go about your business. For God I live and for God I die. And God told me that my seed is blessed and it's going to impart in you and you're going to have a baby from me. Okay? Now go about your business. Go sit down somewhere. All right?
And he didn't.
But he did not do that. he did like most men. Oh, shookin' now. You giving me that fine young thing over there? I'm gonna go take it. All right. So she gonna carry my firstborn, and you still gonna have my baby. So I got my cake, and I'm gonna eat it too. Now what? Don't get mad when it happened, because you told him, be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it.
That part.
You told him to go do it. That's just like y'all women that be agreeing to these threesomes. You allow
bring somebody in your bedroom.
So when he do it without you, what you mad at? You gave it to him. Because that's what's going to happen. Because, baby, a hole is a hole is a hole. And if you allowed it once, you're going to allow it twice, and you're going to keep standing for the foolishness.
And that's the thing, y'all. Hagar won't no hole.
At all.
Hagar, that's not what she was. One, she was a slave. She was a servant.
That part.
So it was a mandate for her to do what she was told.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, she could have said no, but she would have been walking in disobedience to her master.
Right.
So what's going to happen to her? She in a lose-lose situation. But he could have stood for something. And he did not. He allowed his wife, just as Adam allowed his wife to take control of the head. Okay. And they got what they asked for. So, ladies, like Coco said, your faith determines your outcome. Okay? If you have the faith of a mustard seed, the grain of a mustard seed, you can move some mountains. Lord, I believe, but help my unbelief.
That part. Come on.
Lord, nothing's impossible for you. Lord, you said it, so I know that it is what it is. You are the great I am. Lord, you said I have not because I asked not. So when it turned around and he said, the Lord said this, you should have said, Lord, because you said it, I believe it. And listen, I don't have it right now, but Lord, can you impart this egg in me and cause it to develop?
He did it for Mary.
He did it for Mary.
And he did it for Mary without a partner.
Without. And then he turned around and did it for Elizabeth. So.
And listen, now Hannah had a husband, but listen, do y'all understand how long she yearned for a baby?
A baby. Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, the list can go on.
So be careful in this season. Be careful what you ask for. Be careful when you walk in unbelief. Be careful when you walk in doubt. Look, Holy Spirit, activate. That's been going through my head. Holy Spirit, activate.
Not even Holy Spirit, activate. Y'all need to change those words to faith, activate.
Activate. Exactly. Exactly.
Man, listen. The problem is you look this here.
That's the problem.
These things right here that we call the eye. That is the problem.
Right here is the problem.
That's the problem, because what it is your natural eye can't see past right now.
Exactly.
And your spiritual eyes ain't open at all. And so your natural and spirit gotta line up with each other. Right?
Y'all making my head hurt.
I promise you. I mean, I had to go there today because I dealt with so many people who talked about how shaky their faith was and da 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 da. And I even put them in my post the other day. I said I've had a whole lot of questions, but what I ain't gonna do is blatantly come out the side of my face and say that he ain't gonna do it.
At all.
That ain't what he said. He said that I am going to do it. It's
That's
a promise to you. He is a promise keeper. It's not like we playing a game of spades and your spade partner don't renege on you. That ain't him. That ain't him.
Nope.
That ain't how he works. First of all, you got to understand that he ain't just going to plop it on you. He has to prepare you for your promise.
That's right.
The issue is you don't like your preparation stage.
All things in his time.
You don't like your preparation process.
Exactly.
You don't want to process through nothing. You have Jesus fix it. It's just like when you say you want to eat something. The quickest way for you to eat it, if you don't go out there and get it and it's already hot when you order it, you got to come and put it in the microwave. That's the quickest way for you to be able to eat it. The microwave do what? Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Where on your stove, it might take you 30 minutes. In the microwave, it take you 5. You want this microwave process to get to your promise, and he's not going to do that. Why? He got to make sure you ready for the promise. Why would I give you what is called a promise only for you to mess it up?
That part.
And not do right by it.
That part.
Especially a promise like a child. Why would I give you a child and give you that blessing only for you to take it and hand that child to somebody else that's going to raise it? Why would I do that?
And you know what? Some of y'all need to give it to somebody else that's going to raise it.
But I need you to understand what I'm saying to you. Especially for those of y'all that's been begging for it. You've been begging for the promise that he made. And when it finally comes, you chuck it away like it's trash. Why? Because your eye was ready for the promise, but your mind, body, and spirit were not. It's just like you hear people when they go out to eat, my eyes was bigger than my stomach. Because you wanted all of this. It looked real good. But then when you got ready to start consuming it, you found out that it won't what you thought it would be. So he has to prepare you for the promise that he says he's going to give. Why? To make sure that you will do right by the promise.
But what's my preparation stage? No. Go through it. Grow through it. Grow through it. Because that's what I heard.
For those of y'all that want to act like we gotta be 5, okay, let's take it to kindergarten. No, I'm sorry. Let's take it to the terms of the prosperity folks, where everything prospers to you is a material. So let's go there. If your promise right now was me and Quint saying, hey, our business that we happen to have together is giving away a house to one lucky individual. In your mind, oh, the Lord just answered my prayer. Did he though? If we were to give you the house, baby, can you pay the bills in the house? You going from being a person that everything has been paid for you by somebody else to now having to walk into something where every bill got to be paid by you.
And don't forget the house insurance.
Are you mentally prepared to become that homeowner? Are you financially prepared to become that home owner? Because it sounds good and everybody flocking to it, but are your pockets ready for it? I love children. Don't get me wrong. But when they don't belong to me, I'll be glad when the parents come get them. Why? They not mine. Right? But when you have your own, baby, you just can't leave them wherever you want to leave them. You can't go away days on end and not return. for a child you made. You can't do that. I mean, you can, but that's called you going to jail.
How about you shouldn't? You're not supposed to.
I mean, it's called you're going to jail. I mean, that's all it's called. When you show back up, somebody will be there to meet you, and it won't be me. You understand? So I'm telling you, it's good to hear that God has made the promise. But now I'm in a place in my life where I get it. Okay, God, I got it. You made the promise to me, but I'm not going to see the promise until I can do right by the promise. That's just like he promised you that you be the lender and not the borrower, right? Let's go there. Okay? He promised you that you be the lender and not the borrower, right? But how can you be? Ooh, Lord. How can you be the lender and not the borrower, but you got a bad relationship with money?
And
Let's
every
think
time
about that.
extra, you're shopping.
Let's think about that. I need us to have this conversation because it's a lot of you. It's a lot of y'all in the predicament. You go to them like here ATM machine. I need you to pay this bill this month. When you know you're gonna have the same bill next month. Right? He sends the relief. Mm-hmm. The relief was to get you back on top, to get you out of the slump that you put yourself in. Now you asking for the same relief again. He says, in all your getting, get what?
Understanding.
So when he gave you the relief the first time, what understanding did you get? Was your understanding was every time I need it, he gonna help me out, and I ain't got to do no work? That I don't need to do something different so I don't find myself back in this same cycle again? Was you didn't get the understanding? You no, it went. That's what it did, right? There's so many different scenarios that I can bring and slap on the table to get you to understand that everything is a process. If I was the Lord, I wouldn't give you your promise either if I knew you was not in a place where you could take care of it. I'm going to be honest. Why would I promise you the house sitting on the hill with the wonderful husband that's suited up the way you want him to be, in the little fairy tale white picket fence and all this stuff that people like to put in their head? Why would I do that when I know that right now you don't know how to be faithful to one because you're running through 6? You ain't ready for a house because you don't even know how to handle your apartment. So why would I give you more space to ruin? Why would I give you a picket fence that the people that you deal with gonna tear down? Let's think about all of this. Put all of these wonderful wheels in motion. Are you ready for the promise he made? Ask yourself that and be honest with yourself. If he was to give you the promise he made right now, would you do right by it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Be honest with yourselves. Mm-hmm. And the main thing is it starts with being honest. Mm-hmm. You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to him. That's right. You don't already know. If he all seeing and all knowing, what was gonna lie for?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's think about that. I don't understand. We waste our time when we try to keep it from him, because he already know. The reason why he know is the reason why you still on delay. He just wait for you to come to him and repent and get your mind right. Not only did it say with all your getting, get understanding, but he also said get a wisdom. Where's your wisdom? Because your understanding might be off. We can work on it. But where is any wisdom? If we know that times are changing, times are getting harder, rates are climbing, common sense tell you already struggling, you gonna go and blow everything you got. Right?
Excuse me.
Oh, sure, go ahead, interject.
Common sense ain't so common. Sorry, that's all I had to say.
Again, I just said, when it comes down to that getting understanding statement, your understanding can be off. That's what I'm saying.
I've learned that. I've learned that common sense is not so common. I don't know what happened to it, but it's just not.
Listen. Listen. But I'm trying to get y'all to just understand. Ain't nobody trying to drill church into y'all. So let's just be clear about that. I'm trying to drill life into you, because it's just like you. Let's go there. I got to go there because y'all making it, so we gonna take it. You the wife. You brought in the side chick. You can't be mad with the side chick wanting to have the same provisions as the main chick. Why? The gate was opened and he walked through it. Okay? Now, go ahead.
I was watching something one day.
I ain't going to go.
And the wife understood the role of the side chick, right? And she went to the side chick one day and said, listen, don't be getting no attitude with him, because when you get an attitude with him, he got an attitude with us. So I'm gonna need you to keep him happy, because you dating him, I'm dating you, we dating him. Okay? If y'all brought it in, know the role, know what you're supposed to do, know how you're supposed to do it. Keep her happy so he will be.
Well, this is the thing. I'm gonna say this, and Apostle, if you watching, please don't rebuke me Sunday. Okay, but I'm gonna say this for the people. I suggest that before y'all decide to just go and grab a chick, you have side chick interviews. Okay,
Not interviews.
you need to have a side chick interview. Okay, when you have your side chick interviews, you need to make sure you got your questionnaire. You hear me? Make sure you got your questionnaire in your hand, and you need to make it painfully clear. Hey, you need to make it painfully clear the role and the requirements of the
side chick. That's right.
Okay, so y'all need to have a whole contract deal, and you need to understand the clause.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if this is something that you want to
do, now this the thing, men. This the thing. This is the thing. Okay, realize her title is the side chick. She is not the main chick. So don't expect her. Let me not even say main chick. She is not the wife. Okay. So do not expect the side chick to give you wifely duties. So when you get sick, honey, side chick don't take care of them. When you run out and need help, honey, side chick do not help. She is a side chick because she don't want the responsibility of the wife. Now, whether you brought her in or not, that's not her business. You have to maintain the side chick.
Listen, I don't know why I hear it, and I don't know who is thinking about it. And if that's what you about to do is your digital marketing tool, please do not come up with an ebook called Side Chick Etiquette 101. Okay? Because I can hear it. I can see it happening right now. Okay?
Why? You don't want the people calling you, your sister that lost her mind.
Listen, I can hear it right now. I'm just trying to tell you.
Your sister. Coco, your sister done disrespected you again.
Listen, we had a whole side chick mentality conference, y'all. So,
all right, y'all.
Listen, I'm just trying to tell y'all. Life ain't about quick things happening, and it don't work like that. If you look in the Bible, none of these parables that you seen happen quickly. Look at how long from the time that he told Noah to prepare for the flood and build the ark. Do you know how long that time span was? Let's just think about that. Do you know how long the time span was from the time that Adam and Eve with her wonderful self were in the garden from the time that she actually made him bite the doggone?
It wasn't the apple, it was the fruit.
Whatever. We gonna say apples. We gonna say apples because that's supposed to be the thing, the one thing that you're supposed to go get a teacher every day. Right?
Look, the Lord said 1 day is like 1,000 years. So think about how long, if 1 day is like 1,000 years, think about how long was in the belly of the big fish.
How long he was in the whale.
Not the whale, the big fish.
Well, she want to be technical. I ain't. You gonna call it the whale.
So think about how long that was. Okay. All right. 1 day, y'all, like 1,000 years. And some days it feel like it because them days be real long, y'all.
If y'all go back to the story of Abraham and Sarai, look at how old she was when she actually got the promise from the time that he told Abram in the beginning.
Wasn't she 99?
Do you see how many more years was added?
Right.
Before he actually got it. It still ain't microwavable. You can't microwave your process. Why? You got to go through some things. How can you say, I want to be a life coach? I want to be this. I want to be able to help other women, da, 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 da. How can you help a woman when you ain't never been through her situation? So what help can you offer besides the fact that you a female too? I'm just saying, y'all. You gotta process through something to get where you gotta go. Look at Jesus's ministry, baby. It was a process. It was short,
but it was a process. But he told you, he didn't lie. He said you're gonna have some long suffering. He said it was good that you've been afflicted. He didn't give you them scriptures to say to contradict himself. He gave you them scriptures to tell you what it was. Honey, if I went through it, why are you better than me that you're not going to go through? Why are your hands better than mine? Just curious.
And on top of that, like I said, y'all, one of the things that you got to remember, when you walk in disobedience, you delay what's meant for you.
Delay.
Do you realize that the reason why certain things have not been released in your life is because of what you have done?
Yep.
Not other people.
Mm-hmm.
Because of what you have done. How did you set these wheels in motion?
Mm-hmm.
Did you go when he told you to go? Did you say what he told you to say? Or did you get there and come up with something totally different? You rewrote the script. When you got where you were supposed to go, did you speak to who he told you to speak to? Or did you do like Jonah? You want me to do what? Oh, I ain't doing that.
Because you just going to save them anyway.
I ain't gonna do that. No, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. Where did it land him?
In the fish.
Now let's think about it. We really don't know how long he was in this fish. But he didn't hunger for nothing. He obviously he didn't die because he came out and still had to go do what he was told.
Yep.
When all he had to do was do it in the first place.
But how many of us has gone through that 360? You ended right back up where you started from because of disobedience. Just curious. Think about it. Have it happen? Is it happening now?
Come on, man.
A little bit curious. I said I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up now.
I knew once the conversation started, she was gonna join in. So I was just trying to figure out why.
I'm gonna shut up now.
But I'm saying, it's just like you hear your leaders in church or your mama tell you as a child, don't go in there and touch that stove, it's hot. You see it burning bright red.
It was pretty.
What you do? What you do? Go, and now you screaming.
It was pretty.
Didn't I just tell you not to go?
You didn't tell me it was gonna be pretty though. You just told me don't touch it. That's the problem with our mentality right now.
That's just like the Lord saying, I know that package over there look real good, but you don't want to go open it. Now he telling you that you don't want to go open it, but because the outside got this pretty wrapping, girl, the wrapping in your favorite colors, it's blinging and popping all over the place. In your mind, you just wondering, ooh, what's inside this package?
But that's just like your mama and your daddy telling you, don't go over there. I told you not to go there. And what you do? Go over there. And what happened? What happened? Now you got a broken leg. Because you went over there. I am making this real good for Facebook because
not only that, told you not to go unwrap that package. You got to give that. Keep on giving.
Exactly. That can't be cured.
Okay. He told you not to go touch it. But it was too good to look at.
But you didn't know. Not only did you unwrap it, he unwrapped it, and he unwrapped it, and she unwrapped it, and they unwrapped it, and we all unwrapped it. So now Guess what?
Yep.
There's no cure.
Now you got the gift. Just keep on giving.
Mhm.
You why heed to the warning. Says warning come before what?
Destruction.
Destruction. But no, we don't heed to the warning. We just run straight to the destruction.
What he say? Lay hands on nothing suddenly.
I mean, that's like you go into a place, you see the sign that say demolition. Do not cross this barrier because demolition is scheduled for what you about to keep. If you keep going straight, demolition is scheduled for this building that you about to walk into. You just bypass the sign that says do not cross
Mm-hmm.
and you walk straight into the building and it just with you in it. Right? Because what? You saw the sign and just kept walking.
And there go Mary J. You going down.
Listen, I tell y'all, it don't have to be this way. It don't have to be this way. Hagar did not have to be done the way she was done. Because had Sarai just waited,
Sissy. Why, Sissy?
had Sarai just waited, we wouldn't have this problem. Okay? You wouldn't have to talk about me. You wouldn't have to talk about my kid. I wouldn't be wanting to knock you out because of it. I wouldn't be having to be sent off because you insecure. Let's talk about that.
With no faith.
Let's talk about that. Because the only reason why Hagar was sent away, Sarai was insecure.
Mm-hmm.
Due to, let's go there again,
Mm-hmm.
the situation she created. You created your own insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
Hagar did not do it for you. She did not come prance around y'all house in front of your husband. She didn't do none of that. You called her.
Mm-hmm. She was minding her business.
Okay? You called her into the house so that he could see her up close and personal. And then put her hand in his hand and gave a direction. That's what you did. Now, you can't be mad at the things you caused yourself. You can't be. And how dare you blame it on somebody else? But wonderful ladies, and I do love y'all dearly. Y'all do that a lot. You blame the other woman for the reason why you no longer have what you have. You blame this woman for the reason why you feel this way about yourself. Oh, well, when I was in high school, she called me this. Baby, I need you to get over the fact that they might have called you Humpty Dumpty in high school. Because now you don't look that way no more. And everybody eyes is where. Understand when people talk about you, they have a complexity about themselves most times. So in situations like that, baby, I look, you can say what you want, not too worried about you. Do you? I do me. We got people that still holding on to stuff from middle school to high school age. Baby, let the grudge go. God knows, get over it already. And this is the reason why you don't like her. That's why she don't like you. Ever since we was in middle school. How old are y'all now? 50? Let's be real. We as women got to do better concerning each other. I ain't got no jealousy towards Quinn. She ain't got none with me. Why? Why I ain't her competition? She ain't mine.
Exactly.
I don't look at her. I don't look at no female as competition. Boo, because I'm going to tell you something. Baby, if you would like for me to try to scoot over in the seat so you can try to test drive it, let's see how far you going to make.
Baby, you can have your own seat.
Okay?
This is the thing though, Coco. Most women don't know what another woman has gone through to get to where she is. And that's why they want to test drive the seat. Baby, if you knew my true story, if you knew everything that I go through on a day-to-day basis, if you knew what I grew up with, if you knew my history, baby, you wouldn't want no parts of it.
Not a bit.
If you have a problem with me, get to know who I am first. Don't judge me by looking at me on the outside. Because baby, yes, she cute. Sure is. But you can be cute too.
Let's take that statement even a little bit further. Let me have all y'all out. Don't judge me based off what somebody else say about me.
That part.
I need you to find out on your own.
Exactly.
Right? Because the person that told you, whatever they told you, may not care for me too much.
Not only that, they may have their own jealous inadequacies, low self-esteem, don't think nothing of themselves.
You holler at me and sit down and have a conversation with me, 1 or 2, maybe 3 or 4, and figure it out for yourself. Right? Baby. Don't do that, because we have done that. A lot of us have done that. Just went off what somebody else said about somebody and shutting your nose and turning your face up when the chick walk in the room. She don't even know you.
Exactly. And look, and you're irrelevant in her life. You the only one mad. What you mad at?
But the man, she don't know you. Walking in the room and you turning your face down. Boo, why?
Because people need to get to the point where they say, I am my own competition. We did a show. You are not my competition.
Right.
You're not. Another woman is not my competition. My competition is me. I strive to do better on a day-to-day basis. I am my worst enemy.
Right.
I know how to look in the mirror and self-evaluate the things that I don't like about me.
Listen, baby, do you know, well, I haven't always been large all my life. But when I started gaining weight and people wanted to say what they wanted to say, well, sweetie, you can say what you want, but it still didn't make me have low self-esteem about me, though.
That part.
I don't understand what your issue is. The fact that, hey, at that time I was pushing 600 pounds, but your dude's still looking.
That's the problem right there.
I don't understand. So there's no reason for us to do that to each other. And most of the time, why? It's either due to a look, to a dude, or just something stupid.
But most
of that holds relevant.
Look, you can have any look you want. Makeup is real.
Listen. Honey.
So go get the look you want, baby. It's real. It's so real.
You talking about makeup being real, but
that natural beauty tops it all.
Listen, I back in the day. Listen, I've always had more male friends than female friends. I'll never forget the day that all of us was out. Everybody went home. You know what I'm saying? We was all chilling. We all went to one of the homeboys' house and we all crashed, right? But one of the homeboys hooked up with some chick from the club, thought he had something because she was bad in the club. Baby, got up the next morning, he running through the house screaming. We didn't know what was going on. Like, what's going on with you? She didn't look like that last night.
Mm-mm.
Well, baby, what did you think?
Hmm.
Is she gonna lay down and wake up in the makeup she had on?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna see her with this wig she had on her head? No, you gonna see the real her, and you don't like what you see.
But you should have got to know the real her
So that
before you
says a
lay
lot,
down with her.
right? But that says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You go based off a look or some of a feel. I just felt like when we met, we vibed. You know, I felt like when we met, our chakras aligned. Maybe you had gas.
Get off my get off my screen right now. Diane, get her.
But you know, listen, but you know I'm not lying.
D, get her, D.
But you know, but listen though, you know I ain't lying though. I ain't lying. You got these people that meet each other on the first night. Oh, that's him. He's the one.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What gave you that? What? Where? How? You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we do. This is what we do. And then we get to that point where we just because we just disappointed. But you disappointed yourself. Nobody else did it. Nobody else did it. Nobody else had to do it for you. You did it to yourself. Ladies, I need us to get it together. And fellas, if it ain't right, say it ain't right. Look.
CD.
Listen, ladies, looks can be deceiving.
Mm-hmm. And smell deceiving too.
He can look like a GQ model, but treat you like trash.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, I've seen it. I mean, when I say eye candy, but behind closed doors was knocking my friend up inside her head every moment he could get it. And she didn't want to tell nobody. We found out why. We pull up to get her one day, and she in the house screaming because she trying to run from him. But to the outside looking in, you would have never thought that was him.
Lady, smell when the enemy is coming your way. And take heed.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, I just need us to do better.
Yes.
Men, fellas, I do. I need some of y'all to really get some standards.
Mm-hmm.
If it ain't right, it's not right. It's not worth you having to have a lifetime of a headache.
But you know, at one point, a man would ask himself, will I bring this home to my mama? That's when they knew if they was willing to bring you home to your mother.
But what dudes you know still do that? I want you to think about it. How many that you know still do that?
House.
I said, but how many you know still do that?
It's quite a few. It's quite a few, but some of them don't.
What's the word you said? Few.
Mm-hmm.
But catch the word you used. Few. Few.
Few. Mm-hmm. Yes. Very few.
You don't have and I really hate it for some of the younger men. I hate it for some of the teenagers. Why? Because as mothers that they live with, they don't have good examples there either.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a mama that had any and everybody coming in and out all the time,
That's true.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's always the what you got to go after.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Or the men want to be like their daddy, who's a womanizer. I get it. Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's the same thing as what examples did you have?
Right. But
I
there are some that just learned from their environment.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
didn't have the example like that. Their parents were married, but they chose to do whatever they wanted to do because it looked good on them, or they felt like it looked good on them. Mm-mm.
this is true.
Not okay. But
So
anyway,
yeah, I want to do a quick review and shout out because I promised that I would, and I had
okay,
to.
go ahead.
So tonight, my review, my spotlight is
Mm-hmm.
for Ivania's blends.
Okay.
These seasonings right here are delish. But guess what, y'all? They are low sodium. Okay. So these are very good. They are called Avania's blends. The red one is Century Seafood Seasoning, and the orange one is Annie's Seasonal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. These are the only two flavors currently. They are working on some more. And they're actually going to be our guests sometime next week or so. So you
Okay.
guys will actually be able to have a conversation and ask all the questions that you want to ask about these because I'm gonna let them elaborate.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about it. Why? Because I'm a customer. I use it. I have been using it for quite a while. I want to say that this is like my third set, I do believe. So, and this is the new size because the bottles before this were smaller. So
Okay.
this is the new size, and this is the only size she carries right now.
Do they make it with no sodium?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
That's what I need. Something with no sodium.
you can find it. It's at Avania's Blends, and I'm gonna type it in the thing on the Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Okay.
Okay. She does have a Shopify page as well, you guys. And I also believe before I say it, I'm gonna let her confirm it. But I do believe at one point you could get it off of Amazon too.
Okay.
But I'll let them confirm that next week. Okay. So, and they're not pricey. You can get the set or $20. Okay. So they do last a long time. I mean, these are just open. So, but I cook a lot for those of y'all that know me. So, these last quite a while, right? And I do love the seafood one on some seafood, but I have actually put the seafood one on my chicken too. So it depends on how you guys want to use it, and it's great on some veggies. All right. So go look her up, Avania's Blends, and I do believe right now there might actually be a sale.
Send me the link.
Get your stuff. So and they're like I said, they'll be with us sometime next week. So I'm excited to have them on so they could go into more detail and tell you her story behind why she actually made them.
All right.
Okay?
Now,
So
before we go off, do you have any testimonies really quick? No questions, just testimonies.
let me look. Okay, the first one that pops up actually came in this morning. So yeah, we could go with that one.
Okay.
That one is from Chad.
Hey, Chad.
Chad is from Cincinnati. Hey, Chad. Um, Chad said, "Thank you guys for having a judgmental free zone. Thank you guys for always keeping it 100 at all times. I love the transparency, but most of all, I love the fact that you get up and you actually help people. I've watched other shows where it's bashing, 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 but you guys actually uplift, uproot, and you actually try to help people set themselves free. So I appreciate it. Um, you guys actually helped me in a big way. I was out there doing some things in the world that I didn't need to do. One night I watched your show where you told the young lady who had been away from home and she had been out in the street doing what she do that she needed to go home. He said, I heard that show. I picked up the phone and called my parents who had not heard from me in 10 years and I went home.
Jesus.
So
Wow. Congratulations.
congratulations, Chad. I
I'm
hope that
proud of
the
you.
I hope that the reunion was good or is
Yeah.
good and you're still at home. Um, amen. Amen.
Yes. Love you too.
I thank God and I hope that the reunion went well and still is going well.
Yes. I
You know,
love it.
it's not always an easy thing to return back to places that you left from,
Mm-hmm.
especially depending on the circumstances of why you left. Um, and if you have been one of those that's been out in the street kind of thing, you know that's not what your parents wanted, and you think that when you go home they're gonna be ashamed. I'm sure that they were just happy to have you home.
Amen.
And prodigal son situation, right?
Yes.
And so I'm happy and excited for you
Yes.
guys. The limit things can only go up from here,
Amen.
right? So
Amen.
remember that, right? And we are excited and we are happy for you, Chad. Listen, Chad, if you ever decide that you want to pop on and actually show your face, let us know.
Yes.
Love to have your face in the place. We love to get y'all stuff, but we would love to have y'all just pop up on the screen. Truly.
Absolutely.
We are leaving that space open for y'all. So just like y'all can send it to us, y'all can get up here and talk about it. I know all of y'all that send us stuff ain't camera shy, right?
Right.
So get up here and have a little powwow with us and do you
And
guys?
it could be at any time. Y'all could just inbox us and say, hey, we want to come up. And we
Yeah,
will send y'all a link to come up. It's
come
not
on.
a problem.
So I mean, especially if it's a night, where uh, I'm pretty much free at night. We
Hmm.
got to try to work around Quint's schedule sometimes, y'all. So, but at nighttime, you pretty much got me. So if that's what y'all got to do, let me know. Pretty much, y'all. If I go live, she can see it. Okay, so
Hmm.
you know what I mean, and it's
Just
vice
went
versa,
live the other day. I wasn't up here.
right? And vice versa. If she got somebody that want to hop on because our schedules are conflicting, but they need to get it out. She know they need to get it out. She ain't gotta wait on me. Get
Yeah.
up here and do what you do. She know I'm gonna go back and watch it anyway. So
Hmm.
or I'm gonna watch it while she doing it if I can do it. So that's what we do. We try to make it convenient for you guys, and if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. Right.
Absolutely.
So let's give you guys updates, and so you guys know what's happening, what's going on. July 27th is whoo. Close
Yay.
by, y'all. I need y'all to go to the Welcome to the Altercation event link. Find it. Register. I want to see your face in the place. We
Mhm.
are excited about this conference, y'all. It's virtual, 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 virtual.
Virtual,
You
virtual.
ain't got to leave your house. If you driving in the car, you can still chime in.
That's
Right?
right.
So it's virtual. We want to be able to see you on the screen. If we
Hmm.
can't see your face, we can see your name in the box. Still, we know you in the room, right? But I promise you, you don't want to miss it, y'all.
Yes.
Everyone that we have had for the last 4 years, it don't even seem like it's been that
It
long.
hasn't. It doesn't.
For the last 4 years, everyone that we have had, it just gets better and better and better,
That's right.
right? Then in October, y'all, we got another one for you. Order My Steps conference, but guess what? This one is in person
Yes.
in Petersburg, VA. You don't want to miss it. That Friday night, we're going to have a good old time in the church. Saturday is going to be more of an intimate setting, right? But you got to register for it. That one ain't free only because we feeding people. So we need to know who's coming, who's not. We need a head count, right? Other than that, it's going to be an intimate setting where you can let some things out, talk about some things, heal some more, and go home from that weekend.
That's right.
Rejuvenated, refreshed, and are ready to go.
Yes.
Right? Because right after that, we got 2 more months and we in 2025, y'all.
That's right.
Y'all understand that year gone already. Right? Ooh, in 2025, we got to prepare y'all. So we are excited about what's coming. We are excited about both conferences. My birthday is September, Quint's birthday in November. So we got some stuff going on, y'all. It'll be a blessing to see another year. Do you hear me? Okay. So we are super excited about what God is doing, how he's going to move. Listen, y'all already know we cut up. Imagine we cut up virtually. We gonna cut all the way up in October. Okay, I gotta give y'all the lineup though, cause see my folks for July, some of them y'all don't know, so they some newbies, y'all. They ain't never seen them before, but I promise you, they some powerhouses though, right? So for lineup for July 27th is none other than LHG herself. Y'all know who that is. All right. She ain't a newbie. We got Miss Janessa Jordan.
Hey.
We got Elder Makisha Johnson. Y'all know
her. Y'all know her.
She's a returnee, right? We got Quint as my MC of the night. We got Erica Baker as the psalmist of the night.
Y'all know her.
Muletta Hayes is going to be our poet of the night. So I'm telling y'all, we have a wonderful lineup, right? October. Ooh, October. Listen, we got Minister Tiff. She been up with us before, y'all. Y'all have seen her a few times too. We got what's her name? Sean.
Minister T.
Minister T, but I don't. Well, how you say her actual name? Tawana, right?
Who?
What's her actual
name? Tawana Wynn.
Right? Yes. So let's give out the whole names.
Okay.
We call them short.
Yes.
So we got Minister T, which is Tawana Wynn.
Yes.
We got Minister Tiff.
Yes.
Which is
Tiffany Bonner.
Then we have Sean.
Rashante Porter.
Right. Then we have Dr. K.
Dr. Kimberly McWilliams.
And you got me, right?
Mario Coco Fitton.
Listen, y'all, we got a lineup. Do you hear me?
We also have a praise dancer.
And I vouch to go first because I don't want to go after none of the other ones coming up. Okay, so I want to go first. Get me off the way.
That was cute though. Psych. But I might let you go first and take over the MC. We'll see what happens. I'm still praying on the MC.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we could pull her out of her semi-shyness. Get Denise from Katie Souls to do it.
Let me think about it. Let me pray on it. Let me pray on it. Let me pray on it. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
So we have a wonderful lineup for y'all. Okay. I do believe for October, well, mine is starting at 5 p.m. And then the one in October, I think we're starting at
7.
So
y'all register quintjones.com/events. quintjones.com/event.
And they are both posted. Okay,
Yes.
so they are actual events. If you click on the events button on Facebook, there are events for both. You are
And
going
those
to
that want to be a sponsor, there's an event link for that.
yes,
If you decide you want to sponsor, you can. You can look at the different prices that we have for donations and go from there. Or if you just want to donate, you can do that also.
yeah. And
So
even though mine is virtual, I also have offered sponsorships. So mine are $40 a slot. You will be added onto the website that we have for the event. On the bottom, you can circulate it. You can tell everybody about it. We're also going to shout you out during the conference itself. We're going to tell everybody how to find you. Once you give me your info, we're going to make sure that somebody supports you before the night is over. Also, all proceeds that are made that particular night go towards the Bags of Love nonprofit. All right. So we have a goal to crush. We plan on giving out 275 bags before the new year comes in. Okay, so that is our goal. So any funds that are accumulated go towards the items that will go inside those bags. All right, so we are excited. We love you guys. We ask you guys to, if you know how to pray, pray for us.
yes.
All right. As we get ready to venture into what we got to do. Also, if you are a small profit, nonprofit, anybody that wants to highlight your business, holler at us. We'll bring you on so that you can do so. You are on multiple platforms when you come up here at once, and other platforms that we do have, we will also bring you back on for a second time so you can be on those as well. So we are not just on the only platforms that you see here that we are currently running on, but we are on more than that. So make sure you get with us. We also are, yes, we are on TikTok, y'all. I have seen that y'all have been asking. We are on TikTok, just not as My Life Has Destiny. We have our personal pages are on TikTok. Have we ever done a live together on TikTok? No. But we can.
Yes,
But we can, because we can go up there and we can do it. So we do have the followers to be able to go up there and get it done if that's what we need to do. So I see that you guys are asking for it, and we will try to arrange that for y'all. All right. So whether it has to be me and her split screening it for tonight, which is probably going how it's going to go down. But yeah, we'll do it. So it's not a problem, no issue, right? So I'm trying to think of what else you guys asked about. Oh, merch. Do we have merch? We do, but we do not have I don't think, do we have any? We don't have any more My Life Has Destiny stuff, right?
No, I'm working on getting some, but no, we don't have it right now.
But we do have the personal merch that we both make individually, but not the My Life Has Destiny stuff together right now. So stay tuned, please.
But if you want to get some My Life Has Destiny stuff, inbox me, because I may be able to get a supplier to do it. I'm working on it now, and we'll go from there. But anyway, we're going to get ready to get off of here because it's that time. We might do a pop-up tomorrow. I'm not going to guarantee you, but
we actually are, because we got a guest tomorrow.
Do we?
So, yes.
What time?
Get the stuff posted. I think. Let me look at my phone. Hold on.
We're gonna give her a spanking.
I'm sorry. We've been moving and shaking, and that's all I forgot. Hold on. Let me go to your name, Jesus. 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Okay.
And, I'm gonna make the link, and then I'm gonna post up the flyer. But we are having Mr. Winifred with us tomorrow. He's actually a lovely, lovely guy. He's a minister too. But Mr. Winifred is the first African American to create um, a Bible based game for people. Um,
Amen.
so we are excited to have him on because he created something nice. I've actually been on his little game show a couple times and I quite enjoy it. So um, we're gonna have him up here tomorrow night. Y'all are gonna be able to see him. Who knows? We might even be able to play the game tomorrow night, y'all. So is he created it virtually wise? It is web based, so anybody can get it. I think it's awesome. This is before Canva was popular, way before AI. And I mean, he took the time to sit down and put all this code and stuff together to create this stuff, y'all. So I'm excited, right? I just like to see people doing stuff that people just normally wouldn't see, and for them to achieve goals that they thought that they wouldn't be able to achieve. So it's awesome. He'll be with us tomorrow night at 9. So please make sure you tune in. Again, please go to our YouTube pages, subscribe. We need y'all to hit the subscribe bell. All right, on our YouTube pages. We need to get up some followers here. Please share it whenever we come on. We appreciate y'all so much. Okay, that helps us out. We're not asking you to pay for nothing. Hit a button and share it. That's all we ask you to do, right? Other than that, please stay tuned. We got so much more coming. Um, we can't tell y'all about everything at once, but we got a lot coming on. And we cannot forget about the other nonprofit. Please, if you want to donate to the Veterans Corner, reach out. We'll tell you where to send it, how to send it, what you need to do. We are going to start posting that up more because we would like to really get some stuff in to really be able to help the vets before the end of the year.
Yeah.
It's about to start getting cold. So I would really love to see you guys donate some coats, jackets, socks, gloves, that type of thing, if that's possible. I appreciate you so much from the heart. If there's anything else in particular that Quint would like to see, we'll talk about that on the next show. Because we have to go through. I know that we're just getting ready to gear up for winter stuff, right? Because it's about to get cold. And where Quint is located gets colder than it does here. Okay, so we really need to get some stuff for the veterans in her area, so nobody will be walking around outside in sub-degree temperatures with no jackets on.
That's right.
Um, and we'll get to you guys if we need to submit proposals for you guys to be able to help. Let us know where we need to submit them to. We'll get them out to you. All right. So thank you guys for watching us tonight. Come back with us again tomorrow night. Y'all know the motto. I love you to life, love you to live every day on purpose, and
walk in your destiny. Have a good night.